nuanom kae so asomete ye begusua na ya kana kora kire ye nuanom ye begusua na ye bie ye nuanom ani ye begusua na de enim no ye de aba abontene ye nim se omo pe ne kore no ebe hwehwe ne kore akiri kwan na omo de ensem no aye ka no e de aye adwuma anopa yi ye bedi nkomo ye be bie ensem bi mu me ne umienu ye be calculation bi wa ha sei na hwa ade se ensem bi a ye nuanom bi enkremofo no adidie no eto asomwe ye wasem bi wo ha yanti asem ne baabi a eye Aisha ena narratives ansem no mesi na efri komsheni Muhammad so edi besi ne yire Kaddijah edi ba Kaddijah wo fa Warakah edi Aisha wo munyina wo mo ya trofo mi baabi ensem bi so ware ya kire wo e patawati ase okay edi ebe ensem enti na mama bobo se dini no am se ye nyina ye nim the story e wo ho se ye se my DPA Saudi Arabia na ni dindi Muhammad na echirei ye friend say ala bi ko frɛ no de na ansem ma no se won family wi ase bra nsem bebe na de ye nsem no ko ba ye nyina no se according to enhwehwemu no kire se na komisheni Muhammad wo yobia na wore de anytime bia na wotwe ne ho firi dudom na wakɔhye bipo bi so na ɔbɔ mpaye enti ye bipo no so na bofuo bi behia no bofuo ni behia no ensem bebre ne kɔso ema ehu bo komisheni Muhammad ma wo ba afie no ye okohia ene wonimu ade koro de esi ye wonte ase enti eye Kaddijah wo fa Warakah ena man nchiremu. This is the question I was here bisa na before no me pese ye kenka ya asem no na ye hunu se de esiti ye amchomeba bodi ye mama me mbie na ye kenka ya asem no ene ye be hwese Warakah wo ye ne kwafo komsheni Muhammad ye ne kwafo Kaddijah ye ne kwafo na Aisha nso ye ne kwafo a wo be hunu odi ye meba bebie so de a kire wo okay okay enye me bekenkai sa adiewe edi ama Idris Amanovik me chiao was it why did Angel Gabriel squeeze the prophet Muhammad enti de koye ya wakoye ofa so wo hia Angel ni nyina na me bekenkai ne wo ha na yatie na afa ye wi a ya analysis bi de ha de sasa moya me kenkai no eye question ena wo bi busa aye ena answer eba aye na answer na wo mode ba no eye asemu a eye Aisha ena narrative ye na eho na mi problem wo no asemu a Aisha narrative ya eno akoye nyina so e dia ma sa asem we no eho na mi problem wo na mi wi a ye be some calculations bi ni ahwese sa asem we sesi no kuremu a e wo se Aisha na dia asem ne ba abontene se asem we eye na kure sesi yi a ampani ampa eye Aisha na wo se wo dia asem we ba abontene a ye be calculation ye be hunu na ye nkai wo se narrated Aisha we eye answer e na obi say Islamic scholars ni bi sa wo hwe eye no a eye Islamic site na me wo no pamcha mate ase aha we ya dua was it Dawul ifta say omo site no na mama kenka was it answer ni in the name of Allah the most gracious the most merciful answer narrated Aisha the commencement of the divine inspiration to Allah apostle was in the form of good dream which came through like bright daylight. Okay, and then the law of seclusion was bestowed upon him. He used to go in a seclusion in the cave of Hira where he used to worship Allah alone. Okay, we say eniswade hunu bi a Komsheni Muhammad nyana wa adayemu, because okay kan some histories ni bi a na wata so daye ehunu sa abofo no e wodayem. Enti no amane ya ne se ene obete ne ho na etode bi a wakohye bepo bi so ya frɛ ne hila so na wakɔbɔ mpaye wo. Enti one day wate no ko bepo no so kɔbɔ mpaye ena BBC ye. Was it? And then the law of seclusion was bestowed upon him. He used to go seclusion in the cave of Hira, where he used to worship Allah alone, continuously for many days before his desires to see his family. He used to take with him the journey food for the stay and then come back to his wife, Kaddijah, to take his food likewise again, till suddenly the truth descended upon him while he was in the cave of Hira. The angel came to him and asked him to read. The prophet replied, I do not know how to read. The prophet added, the angel caught me forcefully and pressed me so hard that I could not bear it anymore. Enti okoshe bi poru so akobọ mpaye a okwa awesi dodo a obedie ni wode ho aduane kọ na wo firi bi pon so ba Vincent Topronim na wo firi bi pon so ba na eja wasa ba ne Kaddijah nche na wa bepe aduane yadi na when na one day angel bi ba ne nche angel na wo ba ne nche no Komsheni Muhammad hu no wa musa angel ni se ni dini de sei wa musa angel ni se wo firi hene wa musa question bi amfa free angel ni ho angel ne ba ya no was read. Okay, and Komsheni Muhammad say I don't know how to read. Me pa chaw utu fie ana wo hye wo dem ana wo konwuram na wo kohia wo bi na enipa ne beto wa se ba bia wo tie no da fom wo na munum no ho a enti nipa no musa ne se wo ne hwan wo ne asase wura ana de o kan se ye no ofiti ya na wo ye ne pa chaw ati ase enti angel ne ba ye no the so called angel ne ba ye no Komsheni Muhammad ya musa ni dini de fatu tirimadi kan no Komsheni Muhammad ya musa ni dini Komsheni Muhammad musa di osoma no wa musa ni ba bia wo firi oba ya no was read and was minim mukro ya mosik the Quran is a recitation, but according to this history no and even Quran surah 96 in Quran we can read if the thing is a recitation, meaning say adia no ya de be mani wo nisuade hunum ana say wo benya adia ne obeti adia ne nka wonimu na wo recite eni kwa say ya dia de betu na nim ne aka chense kan obi a woni mu atere obi oni ma kenkan eye de ye tire bibi de betu na nim se kan. It doesn't make sense. One kasa recite ende ne ba na one can recite was he read meaning say adia na wo de ba na ya tire en wo de ma ne say won kenkan. According to Quran surah 96 so what can it the same thing read ya ka se kan asia ne say there is difference between read and recite. So a man obi nkan cho say Quran no e ba in recitation wo moboa ya de ba ya no ya can say read. Okay, yanto aso enti Muhammad ka say unto me nkan ama anje ni bufui ema wo so Komsheni ni miya na tarefo ho ama ono hu say yes wo miya no yanto aso was he then released me and again asked me to read, and I replied, I do not know how to read. What a okachira ni se kan and was he minim ade minim said yesi kan ade so what the ade ne ba ya no ya kire ni wo pipa so no de ma Komsheni ni se jene kan and was say I don't know how to read. Se o pesa wo kire wo bi nyom na nipa no won te nyom ne da oba wo to no ne kire ne nipa ne repeat ana se wuti kai oba anu aka chense to no masumasi wa bra nipa no won te nyom ne da but ya kire ni wo pipa so dia oba ya obeto dia hye nipa ne nsem se jena kan what you say enti Komsheni ni ba ya friend say bofo ni ba ya no na enye recitation na momo no na ya written in a piece of paper And what the man comes Shani Muhammad said, Jenna Kain and was say, I don't know how to read. But Ombeka said, Obayano, a recitation here thereby, but it wasn't in recitation, but rather Naga Chile and what the man said one kind. Yantuaso. Neighbor, we're proving no Quran or bar your veteran. Senior my Avram Mechiao. Yantuaso was saying, he then released me and asked me again to read, and I replied, I do not know how to read. Thereupon he caught me again and pressed me a second time till I could not bear it anymore. Both for no cast one sankaya one to me and kind. Both one is a chain to was a mianwa. Now what general enje Yantuaso. The second time and anymore. He then released me again, asked me to read, but again I replied, I do not know how to read. Or what shall I read? Me pacha what it? Was it I don't know how to read? Well, I was a mankind. Minimum dear mankind. A dear bear Quran, I would dear chairman, I would dear mammy, I would tell me some mankind. You understand? Minimum mankind. What's a mankind? A dear mankind. So person mankind dear. Any a kind of dear chairman, I mean, watch it. Thereupon, he caught me. He caught me the third time and pressed me and then released me and said, read in the name of your Lord who has created all existence and created man from a cloth. Read, and your Lord is the most generous. That is Surah 96. Ayat number 1, number 2, number 3. A one now benya serve sasem we say wo. Kain enti wo shi abofo no. Bofo ni bufu mia no ama wo no ankasanka ne ho kire no. Ena aferi wo se kan. Ena omo na asio. Yes, he was forced. Tano. He was forced. And the idea bako a eye se wo tena se na odwene ho a wotimi who said this bofo wasn't Angel Gabriel na omo kan ho asem. That Angel Gabriel no eye Bible no ena di kan Angel Gabriel no ho asem. Bofo no visited so many people in the Bible. Wo bia ni wa haraze no said your haraze komsheni Muhammad no. What you say? Wo bia ni wa haraze ni said your haraze komsheni Muhammad no. Wo mia no ma wo ankasa ohun se ne ho kire no. Wa kana to fo mia no wo fo mo. Adenti na wase kobasa se ade no ayade ma no se ebe favor no a se eyade ebebuo nipa nyina ana ya no kura se nyame bi na afre no di asem na hye ne nsem a enkani kwa say by force. But we dey ya de man by force emia na wo no ankasa wo hu se ya mia no. Yantuaso was Allah apostle returned with inspiration and with his heart beating severe. Metuaso enti wasainachi eko fie na okona ahopupuo ne ahopupuo bi atia gonso ne nakoma ebono ya friend say brim. What you say? Na nakoma eboni brim sansa de wako hunu no hunu bi da. De na angel ne ya no na wodwene ho awonte ase because odwene ho a enye yie ana wote ase enso nto asomu enti die na siye abra oba afie no wo bo amane meba. Then he went to Kaddijah bin Kuwalid and said, cover me. They covered him till his fear was over, and after that he told her everything that had happened and said, I fear that something may happen to me. Enti dia wo hunu ya no kache ne yire Kaddijah said, wo ko fia na ne ho pono o ka se wo mo fa ntoma nkata ne so ena wo ko da ampa so no mo de ntoma kuru no ko pim se ni hu ni free ni mu because ehu abon ena wo chiechem kache Kaddijah no kache said, the atom no me sure se bibi ba ya me because dia course on enye normal. Okay, se nyankopon bi na afra me di asama ma me ampa eni kwanse koye we enti de o kan se dia akoto me ne me sure se bibi beto me. Was it Kaddijah replied, never, by Allah. Allah will never disgrace you. You keep good relation with your kith and kin. Help the poor and destitute. Serve your guests generously and assist the diversion calamity afflicted ones. Kaddijah then accompanied him to her cousin Warakah bin Naufal bin Asad bin Abdel Wusa, who during the pre-Islamic period became a Christian and used to write the written with Hebrew letters. What said? And the Akoba and said, what can someone or Kaddijah na Kaddijah si there be? Men yes, you say Allah, ever to me a go and because you any baby are what can we are doye when you will be a winning it to be a person on a tanape, and you my papa be now we are the many panty. Men yes, you said you see any pattern in Nyanko Pobema Bonibiato. So if Satamana Muhammad, Aisha and Gabriel, now Muhammad was such a good person there, then the angel who came and meet angel, Prophet Muhammad wasn't a good angel, because later then, where's another messenger, angel, Nedi bread, Komchani Muhammad, Emma Komchani Muhammad, the Dane, evil person, because now Okum Nipa anyhow, Wako Kronobo anyhow. What you want to call for the Tuashamoso? Now what Jim or Japadia? Desert so there are a lot of haditha, a Kremu desert so or Konwako Robo. All because angel and a den Samone Breno. So Sana Muhammad Empesa Wabem to Obia dear in a wrong way. Sataman one share angel and then the angel now what they are some Komshani Muhammad. It wasn't a good angel, but rather an evil angel the ban in Chai. And it's how can the history no and yama bebrena abra wonya message no komshani ni nya message no woye ya na emfa kwam wotumi ko na wakokum nkrofo bi na wasesa wo moyere nom na odi wo ma be ku ni fie na wo ma dan sex slaves e dia ma no abra wonya the good message from Allah on asade and start enti no we na wala ya friend say Kaddijah ka chen say da bi ma me fa nko me wo fa ho Warakah ho na ye nko kirekire mu nkire Warakah wono de wakoye Kristo ni nti e bia na wo be hunu de asie no aka kire wo ti asem ni ye o Muhammad nanam en wo ba na wo be ka kire ne yire Kaddijah say makokohia obi anase makohia hunhum bibi say na wo de ye me na ade na bo me hu misuro say bibi beto me enna ne yiri Kaddijah ka kire ne say di metina me mfa nko Warakah ho na ye nko kirekire mu nkire Warakah because we ye Kristo ni Satan na wakọ doni Jewfo no enti na wabeda ne Kristo ni ana wodi Jewfo na chi na wone wo monam enti di okohia no media de minim ne say eye Jewfo ne na tahia honhom ahom enti se na de wo wakohia bia besene na me mfa nko Warakah ho na Warakah na wo ye Jew ni debi Warakah kenkai Bible doesn't mean say na woni bibia enti aya Warakah na fabricate story de ma komsheni Muhammad. That is why Warakah wu ya no revelation is easy. Easy ya no etire ya nsana wose nya nkrofukuo bia no omo ya Christopher be kan ho as the companions. And wonya information say free omo ho every omo ho no sade to aso. That is the truth. Nyame bia amfre no. Okay, but said ya be ya wo be dia de wo so omo ka say NDB ba ne nkyere. Na question ne beba question what dia time tuku na gina ho na tie na me wi amebusa question bi me person de kwa adwendwenim yanto aso was he will write from the gospel in Hebrew as much as Allah wishes him to write. He was an old man and had lost his eye. Entisa Warakah yi ho asam na ye kan no na woye Arab ni but pre-Islamic time no or converted be ye Jew ni entina or from the your friend said from the Jew language to Arabic language. Okay, from the Jew language to Arabic language. Now ono so trene de said ye be ya ono so no e de be boama Arab fo na te Jew fo ne nsem na se. You understand? Enti how will you ebeye den and what ye ebeye den asasem we what ye di aka said there be Warakah wan trefi amfa ma komcheni Muhammad wa bra angel Aisha wo koshia ni mpo won na bo ni din kire no yento aso wo say okay na afia. Kaddijah said to Warakah, listen to the story of your nephew, oh my cousin. Warakah asked, oh my nephew, what have you seen? And Allah Apostle described whatever he had seen. Warakah said, this is the same one who keeps the secret, and Gabriel, whom Allah has sent to Moses. Me pacha what you see? Enti eya Warakah na ka chen se David ni awoko ya awoko hia yi ni de awoko hunu ye de eya bofo Allah asoma ne ma ne ko Moses nchai we se nso ya atoro because ni awo hia Moses according to Bible no na wanya bofo ni ofre Moses according to Bible na onye bofo according to Quran no eye Allah no na baaye na nya bofo na baaye according to Quran eye Allah no na baaye ena wobesuma Moses ena Moses sire Allah se woma ni nya elon kan ho according to Quran entinya bofo na baaye but Warakah katre ya friend say Kaddijah eni ni kunu se da bi sa bofo we na wahia no eye bofo a Moses nso hia no ya friend and Gabriel we nyatro me pacha wat ya se enyatro Moses and Gabriel na wahia no enye Yahweh will say Jehovah or whatever it is according to Bible, according to Quran. It was Allah no na washia no. It wasn't any angel. So what was Warakah talking about? Gentlemen. Okay. Okay, Allah Apostle described whatever he had seen. Warakah said, this is the same one who keeps the secret, into bracket, and Gabriel, whom Allah had sent to Moses. I wish I were young and I could live up to the time when your people will turn you out. So what you say? Enti say dia baba akokora menya na nka me ya brantie na nka me ne hu na bra onkofo ebe pamo na so onkofo be dan wo mochidi ama. Allah Apostle asked, would they drive me out? Warakah replied in the affirmative and said, any one man into bracket who came with something similar to what you have brought to us, treated with hostility, and if I should remain alive till the day when you will be turned out, then I will support you strongly. But after a few days, Warakah died, and the divine inspiration was also paused. And the divine inspiration was also paused. And the divine inspiration was paused. Because the person who was feeding Komshani Muhammad information died. So the message, it was a pause. After the death of Warakah, now they were Jews and converted than Muslims. So they were also continue feeding Komshani Muhammad every information he needed, no, and I want to feed no. Maybe I what you say. Okay, maybe. Okay, but after a few days, Warakah died and the divine inspiration was paused for a while. Narrated Jabal ibn Abdullah answer while talking about the period of pause in Revelation, reporting the speech of the prophet. While I was walking, all of a sudden, I heard a voice from the sky. I looked up and saw the same angel who had visited me at the cave of Hira, sitting on a chair between the sky and on the earth. The what you say, meaning say, Satamwa, na Warakah tiasiano, na angel biana na brand message. Tie asamni ye, meaning say, abra na Warakah tiasiano, na enya angel biana na brand message. Ne mobono, na ya Warakah na feeding information. Entinia wanareti ya Jabel, that is what's wine. that was Jabir bin Abdullah was say Komshani Muhammad nanu ton say abira Warakah wu ye na chire no ansa na wo se hunu bofo no a wo be press no se wote na konwam wo wiem enti saata mo no ena ni claim no o kire se wo sa ne bofo ni nya encounter but abira wo shi abofo no a bofo ni mia na oba ya wo be kan nsam ni obe kire mu kire Warakah no na wo kire mu sa revelations ba na wanya revelations ni firi here meanwhile wo wi e wasa be kire mu say after the death of Warakah and I was saying who sabo for ni biem say what na konwam. Okay, now this is my problem. Komshani Muhammad na akohia ne bofo ensem ne wa ebiara mentumi atoaso. Komshani Muhammad na akohia ne bofo wono na yaye na de wantumi amuta bofo ni dini wo ba ya Warakah na ebe kire ni say NG Gabriel ama mo enkremofo mo dia tumu say no kure NG Gabriel Komshani Muhammad yantumi amo NG ni dini ankere obia NG ni nso antumi amo ni dini ankere obia mo na mo kire mu say Warakah na ka say NG Gabriel nti yade adi say NG Gabriel Warakah ni nso kire mu say Moses no your friend say the same angel in the Koshia Moses. But according to even your Quran, it was Allah who met Moses. What in the Shia Moses was said so, and was someone never Pharaoh chai. So do you now believe Warakah or you believe the Quran? Well, no Warakah throw. Well, no Muhammad in so nintra waka. Warakah kasa ya NG Gabriel no wadia to mu. No one so dia to na no. Makoshia NG Gabriel. But sa okenkai stories that is the Bible na di wo wani mkai na NG Gabriel ma wo bia nchai ame harazeni sada se wo be squeezing because what the message ibra no ebi an happen wo ba in a peaceful because asabra wo de bra no eye ope ene wo de bra okay but this same NG Gabriel ni kochia Muhammad wo mantin hera na okoto no wa squeeze Muhammad ama 3 times am wo bedru fie hu ne ehu bi ampon ne akoma bi ebo brimbrim no kora no wontumi antrase anidi wada ampa so ma yade ntuma kuri ne ho ansa now mami musa wade aha na me question ne wo sa wo kenkai story no anase sa wo pese wunya obi a wo narrative sa story we no a Aisha ena yede be ma Aisha, according to the Islamic history, Aisha Komshani Muhammad ware no at the age of 52 years na wadini kofi no na Aisha was 9 years. Na Aisha was 9 years. Wakosi na siwa at the age of 6 years. Ti 6 ti your friend say 3 every 52 ma ka say 3 every 52 mo eka 49 years. And 6 years no Satam na Komshani Muhammad was 49 years. Okay. Your friend says 6 every 49 mu ebeba be kasai. 6 every 49 mu ebeba be kasai. Ebeba be ka 43. And at the age of 43 years na Aisha ne maame ne papa mponya nyinsɛn no. Amera be na Komshani Muhammad nya story way. Abera be na wakɔ mantihera a wakoshia sa asem way. Satam na Komshani Muhammad was 40 years. Satam na Komshani Muhammad was 40 years. And Satam na Aisha mpo na washani papa ntoshuwam na wanyame urani mami wumpo na Aisha be narrate story we bia kyerɛw na wadia di asɛm wa asia na Aisha na wacha ne papa ntoshuwam na onyame urani mami wumpo at the age of 40 years. And a Komshani Muhammad coach ya sa same way. The age of 40 years. When you are 44 years. When you are at the age of 44 years. And I'm here Kaddijah wui. Kaddijah and to me a narrative story way. Warakah and to me a narrative story way. One more Komshani Muhammad and to me a narrative story way. Aisha assembly see and again no on an narrative story way. And you have believed it. 44 years ya Kaddijah wu ye no na afa na Aisha ewo 1 year tieniye at the age of 44 years ya Kaddijah wu ye no afa na Aisha ewo 1 year asamnesi 1 year after, that is 4 years after that is 3 years after ansana yawo your friend say Aisha asem we sie 3 years ansana yabawo Aisha mom na tumi kuta the accurate story ediman kremofo mu wo mo gidie asem a esi ye Aisha wo narrate na yawo no na asem na asi emfie miensa atwam onya 6 years ana komsheni Muhammad ekosi nesiwa satam na asem na di say for 6 abra beka 9 years okosi nesiwa no kra nya no no wotwanya ma ne say nya 3 years beka ho and that is 12 good years and sen walk off and di na ba fie Aisha so narrate a wakan sam ne sabia esi ya na wo ho one can say even say Prophet Muhammad kachira me say anasa me tene me papa bia no na me wo fa bia no ana enje bi na kachira me but wakan sam ne sabia asem ni si ya na wo ho meanwhile asem ni si ya mpo no na wo ma me ne papa o ma me no papa mo mu tirim se o mo banyem no enti antro ana wudi atire no mi bisawo me ni akremoni ni Aisha kan yayi no say ya ne kure say nya ne kure wo bele de na wonu akura ni si ya na ya nwo no enti wo eye de na wotumi gi sa asem wo adie wo kom cheni Muhammad ne so wa narrate story wo ya mfa nto ho mame ma sam hadisi bi meba asem be kure ni asem wa esiye na Aisha kura ye nwo no eya asem na ubenya kremoni bi wadi asem wo ye di papa odi amibo ma men kire wade Mama Kaisa you say to us was it concerning the angel caught me forcefully and pressed me so hard that I could not bear it anymore. Allah and his messenger did not explain why Jibril squeezed the prophet. However, the scholars of Islam have mentioned some wisdom behind the squeeze. Allah no one ne suma abofo ne ba ya wo be mi akomcheni Muhammad no wan kirem komcheni Muhammad ye be mi ano no wan kirem endi Gabriel na wo be mi ano no wan kirem na emomo no eye scholars mom e na air force wo kirem azimu meba mame kai 1 or 2 hadisi bi mfama na mentua mensemoso 1 or 2 hadisi bi 1 or 2 hadisi bi bla 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 na men koni sen wali okay koni ehana okay koni msakoni wacho wande sakoni Wey aye Sahih Buhari book 55 number 605 mekenkai according to this hadith here Sahih Buhari book 55 number 605 narrated Aisha the prophet returned to Kaddijah while his heart was beating rapidly. The prophet returned to Kaddijah. Said you was in narrative story na ebeka sa asem ni si ye na wo. Won so Aisha after the death of Kaddijah, Komshani Muhammad move to Medina and waware war. But on this story said the assembly see and na wono. Once to assembly see ya 3 years after Ansana yawo. But on this story said the assembly see ya na wono. We be dan krebo fo no. Last time na ye program bi. Last time ye program bi. Ena na ye ka Aisha ho asem. Ena nkremofo yi mu bi ba ko baae. Wo se Aisha de enti ana komsheni pe na asem no. Na wono na ne yiri mu nyina no wono na wo yi obi a wotim memorize Quran ni woni tirim. Revelation bi ba no wo ka kire no a wotimi kipu asem ni woni tirim. Akora wanya 9 years. Bra. I say what enter what can I say the entire Aisha komsheni Muhammad ko ware no. Okoware ni because now you will be now to me memorize Quran no eyie ene you will be so na ensem biara messages ni bi ba na Aisha timi keep messages ni bi se komsheni urafia na wa kire no at the age of 6 years ya wanya nkofa na ware no wanya nkofa no tambay ene wo memorize Quran ema komsheni Muhammad hu sa Quran ye intelligent at the age of 9 years ene wo kofa ne ba fie ene wo hu sa Quran ye intelligent and I said was seen as well at the age of 6 years no hu sa Quran ye intelligent no one na na tie na there be the chama wo asem we mu no eye Aisha wo narrative story ne said ye asem ni si ye na wo ho no anu ne chama wo no. The prophet returned to Kaddijah while his heart was beating rapidly. She took him to Warakah bin Naufal, who was a Christian converted and used to read the gospel in Arabic. Warakah asked the prophet, what do you see? When he told him, Warakah said, that is the same angel whom Allah sent to the prophet Moses. Should I live till you receive a divine message? I will support you strongly. So, this was narrated by Aisha, the mother of all believers. This was narrated by Aisha, the mother of all believers. Meanwhile, can you believe this? And the only person I will mind information about Komsheni Muhammad was Aisha. The Obakin Kaddijah said, then the wife of prophet said that was Aisha. Aisha wasn't born yet when the incidents happened. Okay, we say the same side Buhari Noah, number 3392, narrated Aisha BM. Narrated Aisha. Was it the prophet returned to Kaddijah while his heart was beating rapidly? She took him to the Warakah bin Naufal, who was a Christian converted and used to read the gospel in Arabic. Warakah asked the prophet, what do you see? When he told him, Warakah said, that is the same angel whom Allah sent to the prophet Moses. Should I live till you receive the divine message, I would have support you strongly. So it was Aisha narrating the stories. It was Aisha trying to tell us, say, this thing happened to Komsheni Muhammad while he was yet in his father's loins. Whilst Aisha was in his father's loins, he was trying to narrate what happened, incidents that happened here while he was in his father's loins. You know, he is trying to explain it to us. And you believed it, said Aisha. And to me, I can't say natural. What do you know? What do you know? Say, if, say, but for now, Komsheni Muhammad Koshia, no. If, say, na and Gabriel. Because Obayan will act in a different way. That Andrew Gabriel now, you guys are trying to compare this to him, no? Your friend said, Nimfoni bi wo another book mo edika and sign a Quran neighbor. one yanti sansem we bi wom. But this angel no did the acting was so differently from that angel Gabriel in the Bible. So why should I believe, sir? It is true. Warakah wasn't a pastor. Warakah wasn't a prophet. Warakah wasn't anybody, but rather he was just a Jew. He don't know about no only Biblia and for prophecy. Only Biblia and for about for now what the only thing he knows is the Bible. Bible now okay kaya so enimu baby say and the Gabriel ba being tried by squeezing he said he was squeezing. Your friend said, come to Muhammad, and you believed it. Nebusa said, why did Kaddijah cross Khalid Muhammad to go and see that his uncle, who was Warakah? He wasn't a prophet after all, or a prophet. So a dear Yoko Yano, Emma Kaddijah Kukuru Nedine Koye, meaning Warakah was trying to make himself a prophet in that country. Now, try say, Obetre Oba Diani Mudiatre Arab Fuono. So, Emma Kaddijah Enya, GDB what you said, yes, you know, but then call Warakah and Chaya Obe to me feeding information. So, Kaddijah will rely on the name of Warakah. Meanwhile, Warakah wasn't called by any god. Warakah boni trim, and information ma concerning Muhammad wajitum, sa information na wademan and then abeye ni na so dia man kremofuo. Mawani na ho, okay? Mawani en na ho. Sa wo yi obi a ensem American no wo ye badin ba na wo dwene ho a you will know baby I'm free body baby I'm pesa me de woko dia me pesa me kire wo sankrofo nan woja wo mu di asem ni mu akotene no none of them knows anything about the story, not even one Muhammad na asem ne to no kra no na oni mu hwe fa ho. Tell me if I'm lying na katire me Muhammad name no now he doesn't know anything about the story. And ya Warakah na man ni hunu said there be bofo yi de ayanji Gabriel. Enti wonu nso gidi say ayanji Gabriel. Ne say eye koku firi na kofre no obende. Say the angel of Alat, ana angel of Aluza, angel of Manat, high angel of your friend say the jinnis ni mu bi na kofre na ebede na wo hunu because near Warakah no one would Warakah was a normal person. He wasn't anybody. He was just reading the Bible as you are reading. And this is a Bible no. Nami koshia wo mu say and the Gabriel ba Merlin chai said the Bible ne kano and obesha ne bo se wo benyem. Ampani ampa wo bi nso so aso dae wo se wo hunu bofo bi ba ne nche be ka chen se wo benyem. Nyema wo benyem no be ma bi amfa ne ho nka no. Nessa wanyemu a enti the Bible ne ka enti menyin ni say bofo na wo be hye Mary bono obehye Mary nkom no e sa bofo no a ena ba nipa na minimu ne nche be hye ne bo wodaye nim menyin ni ana because ma kenka Bible na koshia. It doesn't make sense. But what you say, it doesn't make a little bit of sense. Mechiao Muhammad nyina papis mechiao Muhammad awal mechiao Samson Seto mechiao Jagbani Makadam Tano Ajamane mo maka nyina akafo mechiao nyina. Me pata what you say, it doesn't make a little bit of sense. Say mini ya baby ana waka tell say bra me hwe wa wo ye Kristo ni ko asori maso da ye bi me pese wo kire maase ana am se me hunu da ye kura wo so ye no me so da ye na bofo bi aba mentere wa be ka tell me say menyi nsan wa bra be ma mfa ne ho nka me ampani ampa na watwenta me hu se manyem enti no menti ase na ma me ma ka tell say e wo be wo sikan Jesus because anti Gabriel ene be ya sa de ni bi wo Bible munti ni ya wo hu no wo da ye nem ya anti Gabriel. It doesn't make sense. Enti sa Warakah ka tell komshani Muhammad said sa ya wo bof Bible ni mu ebi si wom enti se bi ato de a aye the same bofo na won so didi say aye angel Gabriel. It doesn't make sense. Give me a single verse in the Bible. Angel Gabriel ba wo bi nchaya wo be squeezing it so hard said ye wo ye komsheni Muhammad no. Give me a single verse and give me any tangible reason tia. I was say nyankopon bi a ewiase nyina ya ne dia na wode message ni bre komsheni no e wa asumdue mu a enka wasa saade ni sia. Because of say komsheni Muhammad wono ankasa wa nya message ni fo. Message ni wa nya ne fo enu ntina message no onfa mafo. If you deny him as a prophet and you don't believe him say the message nekutano is from God, he will kill you. That was what he was doing. So here though, say what you na check story no a. Warakah di atro. Komsheni Muhammad di atro. Kaddijah nso so anka na kore. Ena Aisha nso so narrate story a esi ye wonim. Entura Kaddijah di yeye. Ahotoswa wonyade ma Warakah. Wa bra wonim se Warakah enya prophet. Wa bra wonim se Warakah nyame bi amfre no. Na emom o kenkan Bible kekenti. Ma memfa nko kire no. Komsheni Muhammad nso atura wonu nso di ye ne se wajitu mu se Warakah asamo wo kan ye ne no kore. Obi a wotumi atere ne mbofo a wo ba ne nche din. Agenti na wo ka tell me say wo man information bi ma ne twere wo man info feeding information bi a one twere from ma wo say a word of God. Just give me answer. Obi a wotumi atere ne say bofo ne ye angel Gabriel ama komsheni anje atumu a agenti na wonji ndi say wo betumi afeed komsheni informations aka tell say a message Allah dia man say one former one komsheni Muhammad name one kile mu say ay one komsheni Muhammad na asemre ba ne nchai Muhammad begina di 100% asem bi ode be mani bi a obetwere asem no say de asem ni free suru bi na aba ne nchai ma woni na ho me na me ka kire. Even according to the Quran and according to Hadith, komsheni Muhammad is a false prophet. Let me prove it to you. According to Hadith and according to Quran, komsheni Muhammad was a false prophet. Meba. Ma mema verse is here. Quran Surah 69. Meba. Ma wani na ho ya de say the kura de be ka kire wo pe wo mpe wo ya de be feed you with truth. Ma wani na ho ye ni nyina no ye pese ma wo ti ase se wani a abere ya wunya me Sankofa wo be kumi no wani a abere ya wunya ya no mu a ye ka Quran asem a wo be chi awe no be pese me kire wo se eye nipa sem na wani abere ya wo ko ho ntokwa no eye nipa sem nyanya me bi asem. Allah wanu ankasa onim future. There are a lot of your verses wo Quran ma kire say Allah knows best. But there are a lot of verses a wo Quran ma prove say Allah don't know Allah wonim future. (40 to 47). I mean came from Surah 67 (40 to 47). No. Yeah, Surah 69 rather, 40 to 47. Was saying that indeed the Quran is the word of a noble messenger. Okay? And it is not the word of a poet. Little do you believe. 42. Nor the word of a soothsayer. Little do you remember. 43. It is a revelation from the Lord of the worlds. 44. And if Muhammad had made up about us some false saying, 45, we would have seized him by the right hand. 46, then we would have cut from him the altar, the iota. May can see 46, you know. Man 44. And if Muhammad had made up about us some false saying, we would have seized him by the right hand. Then we will have cut from him the iota. 47. And there is no one of you who could prevent him from us. Enti sa ensamu Muhammad de bano eya atrobi na walk for your one enki ya de ensam ni fo be so ni mu na ne iota ne ya twa firi ni minem. Ask every Muslim what killed Commissioner Muhammad. Aisha the stamp will be this woman. I'm one who said the iota of Commissioner Muhammad was cut off. So this shows that Prophet Muhammad fabricated a story against Allah. And according to 47, was it no one can and there is no one of you who could have prevented us from him. Ebreni durua mumu biara ni wa obetumi agye free ensem the iota of Commissioner Muhammad was cut off, and no one obiara ni wa wotumi save Commissioner Muhammad. The poison he ate from Kaaba killed Commissioner Muhammad. And what was the problem of comprenez? Mame kind farmer Surah 67 1 and 2 so I'm second as and me ready. Ma wani now ye kan okra dia atre wo se wompe Debbie enye no okay yan hwe side buhali no meba yan kwankwaje stamp verse na ye kenkan wo Quran ni mo no yan kwaje stamp wo Aisha hon fancy so nkyerɛ we dia na waware Aisha wo esi ye na waware no ba ko na Aisha kan ye na ye wo no so that story na enye accurate mame hwe enfifi mu na ye no adesua na yesua no kura no elidia ma ya koduru ba bia hu se Commissioner Muhammad kura no wa exist because this story no a false na ye wo Aisha ye de na Aisha na bebe na reti sa story no volume 5 meba volume Sahih Bukhari volume 5 book 59 Vincent Topronim number 713 right okay na me be na me had said ya me pen number 713 come on count where your Sahih Bukhari okay Sahih Bukhari volume 5 book 59 number 713 tie narrated Aisha the prophet in his element in which he died used to say, oh Aisha, I still feel the pain caused by the food I ate at Kaaba, and at this time I feel as if my iota is being cut off from that poison. You taste? But if I go back to the Quran 67 69 may don't go back to Quran Quran 69 ayat number 45 to 47 my men fan free one at yasi yan fan free 44 tie Quran surah 69 ayat number 44 to 47 tie was say, and if Muhammad had made up about us some false saying, we would have seized him by the right hand. Then we would have cut from him the iota. And there is no one of you who could prevent us from him. Now, yanking the hadith narrated by Aisha, that is Sahih Bukhari, volume 5, book 59, hadith number 713, was said, narrated Aisha, the prophet in his element in which he died used to say, oh Aisha, I still feel the pain caused by the food I ate at Kaaba, and at this time I feel as if my iota is being cut off from the poison. So the iota was cut off through poison. Enti Allah eyi nani hinta komsheni Muhammad. Ena oba dada no. Ena wama na ponche na mo a yadi poison ya fra. Ena wo we ye, and that one no cut his iota. And Allah said it in the Quran, said, say Muhammad fabricating any story about them, they will do the same thing to Komcheni Muhammad. And I then aside away according to Hadith. So this the Quran verse should tell you say that your prophet now fighting for was a false prophet, because Allah be amfreno a fabricated story from Warakah, and some of the Jews now they converted to become Muslims. You know, those people now only information free or more. And now one kasa one so now you trader, okay? Now when you merchant or whatever they call it, and now baby I will be through beyond what informations. When you what is be now what the bia to nasum or bar now will be charged from say, hey, Angela Bani so. Ada busa the question wunim was koda adechia me the answer be brel na wa pay information si free a man for when information si free wo mo adechia na wa ba na wa be twahwe was engine na ba ne so na wa the information ama obi a wole engine na ye aduma yetumi busa a question wotumi ka se adechia me the information be brel adechia answer ne companions ni bi kura to me true for that is Umar. The wearing of hijab, it was a suggestion from Umar. Umar can't say something no, and our contact and was there be the Umar can toss him. Addition was trashing here, was it allowed information abrano. Meanwhile, it was a suggestion from Umar. And would the suggestion, the entire Quran was a suggestion from some people. Warakah is the first person was so just say this because the Muhammad said the story na the angel now was best squeezing was angel Gabriel who came to Moses. Meanwhile, Moses and your angel Gabriel the ban in chain. It was Allah. Abra all Babe Fanono. Let me check this verse now and check it around. Maybe. The person me came on who say Asamoah, your friend is hey, you're very funny. Hey, you're very funny. What's that? Komcheni Muhammad, one kasa one narrative story, Ni ure fi say, Warakah kachira ni say, Angel Gabriel, and a cover Moses. Actually, one also narrative story, and one also kasa there be Warakah obwa. It wasn't Angel Gabriel, rather, it was Allah himself. Yeah, demo. Minu ya mwani na wawai. Yebe biye wadrinim. Amwani ya dao. Mami wese I don't know, me wese Surah 20 no dia. Quran Surah 20. Quran Surah 20. No hear from. Okay. Anyway, Quran Surah 20. Quran Surah 20. May I free ayat number 5 to I think set 12 Tia was saying, the most merciful who is above the throne established. To him belongs to what is in the heavens and what is on the earth, and what is between them, and what is under the soil. Me pa cha mo ba mi pin number no. Na me kai we say we are obi biara o pese obe contribute no obetumi afre. We a WhatsApp number no. O pese obe ma contribution na obetumi afre why? Either you being a Muslim or whatever you can call. Now they all say they are making me boy. Now obe prove me wrong. Surah 20 ayat number 6. Was it to him belongs to what is in the heavens and what is on the earth and what is between them and what is under the soil. And if you speak loud, then indeed he knows the secret and what is even more hidden. Number 8. Was it then there is no deity except him? To him belongs the best names. And has the story of Moses reached you? And had the story of Moses reached you? Number 10. Was it when he saw a fire and said to the family, stay here, indeed I have perceived a fire, perhaps I can bring to you a torch or find the fire some guidance. Number 11. And when he came to it, he was called, oh Moses, indeed I am your Lord, so remove your sandals, indeed you are in the sacred valley of Tua. Number 13. And I have chosen you, so listen to what is revealed to you. Number 14. Indeed, I am Allah. There is no deity except me. So worship me and establish prayer for my remembrance. Quran Surah 20, ayat number 14. Was he indeed, I am Allah. There is no deity except me. So worship me and establish prayer for my remembrance. So why na yi no wodi actually and Gabriel. Enya Quran one na ekremu say and Gabriel aya friend say Allah everyone one said the Bible ne kan no. But Warakah katre Commissioner Muhammad said and Gabriel na wo shia no because and Gabriel kro no and Moses shia no. Asemwe no ebo bira enya atoro na edie no eya atoro but waje sa atoro we se ne de ho ato so obi kan na kure kire wa na wo bepe na bo no ade ne ya atoro wo se wo mpene ma ne ya atoro komsheni Muhammad asem o kan yenko Warakah asem o kan yenko de na yemfa wo so Warakah asem o ka kire komsheni Muhammad no eno na wugina so wo se anji Gabriel ne koyi ne nwodi Etre, Commissioner Mohammed ever mountains be so. Sanya Warakah kachire no saa na wugidie. That Warakah wie ye no. Ema wura fi say, wakasa eye the same angel no, ena yi no wodi kire Moses. Commissioner Mohammed so narrative story no kachire ye say, eye Allah da yi no wodi kire Moses. So adenti na won forget Warakah asem no. Na wonyi ni say Warakah ane will come in this story now fabricated from the mountains and all your lies. You see? Mawani now. You have time of information. And only those who are ready to search for the truth. And the bell no correct coin. Say 1 year wagre say we yana kora. No correct. So we are open I am telling you what is written, and what is written is written. Your prophet Kremu said, Allah na friend no kachara ni said, Sankofa no Commissioner Muhammad, a fabricated story be about Omwa, and Kawobe or the Ninsani from the Sonimu. Now what Tene Ayotani be a free war, Ninsani Fana Wadibe Sonimuno, meaning said, Yadia no Obama Bono. Sedia na bame na sio sadia na kwode beye ni mu no eno na obenya pain from ne ayota ni mu na edi adanse a kire obi ase no. Then Commissioner Muhammad was a false prophet. If you come to Aisha, according to Sahih Bukhari volume 5 book 59 number 713, Aisha can say your friend say Commissioner Muhammad abra yade po no ma ne to ho anu obewu o ka kire Aisha wasi meire sese di ade na aye dino netina aye no sese no metinka me minimum no mete yawo bi wom me ayota no mete yawo bi wom sensa me kodi aduane no e wo keba no oba ni nso a wo ma na aduane di ya ne ka say the reason why I put poison inside the food ni said I have seen say oh yen enyamera sembi. So if you were called by God, because me a Jew ni, and I know for sure say Jew your friend say obia nyankopon betu su ni bia no wo bo no ho ban o ma ya de wo ne ya de boni bia nto no wonto na duma ne nya yie ya che okoto afiase kura wo be bo ho ban enti se wo eye nyankopon bi na frɛ wo sɛ de wo kan de a then ene na me poison wudi aduane ne mpo a anya ana sɛ enam na wo be we ne nan no ebe inform you say aduane na wudi ne ya poison no it sounds like he wasn't called by God. Your friend say, oh. Me would feel reading. Now I Jew ni, Anna, Comshani Mohammed, a cocoon, a bushing of 4 years or foul bano, a castle crown will be bedi or bano dance your channel. One woman roofiumpo, and no year or bano one dear or quemo. What then a companion so now ya 1 year or fan is an year. Nan ere so titana or poison no. Was a ye was sa may just a woofri na media. The 4 legs of the meat will inform you. But if you are a false prophet, if you are doing this because of your own interest there, then I would write you out from the people. Make you a free penny. Penny and pa and now we in the kuno. And he was feeling pains through his iota, as the Quran said. So these two your friends say, and to Komcheni Muhammad was a false prophet, and you still believe him, sir. He was Asamba Kwayano Mokane said, Komcheni Muhammad and yet the last prophet. Metela Yesu says me pep kremonibia obeba abema me Quran verse in the Quran ka say wo Allah ka say wo Komcheni Muhammad woni Komcheni amayu die tatwa me fa Komcheni bia ma me ten frɛ brabema a verse in the Quran me ten o waso abra samu kremu say mo Komcheni Muhammad no ene the last prophet and obia wo authority say wakasa wono na get the last prophet no was Allah, and that sayings must be in the Quran. Come out and give me a verse in the Quran that says he said Allah kasa Komcheni Muhammad one about the last prophet to a one for prophet I'm waiting. Enti one kasa mo kan semu a ebe fit ebe sweet mo nsem ebe ma mo on say no kure untumi mfansie etise nyinsan ya no kure nti mfansie gise okoyigu na sa o mane tena yafunu ni mu dia ache kura within 4-5 months ebe pia mo obi ehun ma woni na ho because the truth has come to you. Warakah edi atro Komcheni Muhammad edi atro ni diye Kaddijah edi ne ho to Warakah so say Warakah kenka Bible de enie oh enti kura na even wono Komcheni Muhammad no Quran ne ka tire ni say si wo kenka niam bi na won ti ase a won ko wo mo nchai enye endi bia na enya ala bia na din sabone manu o enya endi bia na din sabone manu Warakah wu ya no anasa Warakah ebe wu no enu o ma ni hunu se da bi krate se wo fi se book no de matwere bi e de aba Arabum, okay, because now according to the history now Warakah was translating the Hebrew language into Arabic language. So when your information is Warakah tire ye ni bi for him to know more and Warakah man information said if you want to know more about the Bible ask those busa omo di kai books ni free wanim edi kai no kone ko busa omo ko omo nchai no omo do metumi di akire wo wi an wo tire say eye Allah na kan sa asem na kire meanwhile wo kuro ya wasa ka say Allah say wo mu kuta Bible no o mayira enti sa Bible na kuta omo no wo mayira dia wo mo ye dey use the same Bible no sa de kire wase ye okan we na waka we okan we na waka we e na waka say e kire na waka say say nipa we ye ne kwafo a ye de ye hoto no so enti he was a lie ne wife no a lie was it so you are saying that the truth right you are saying was it so you are saying the truth right may Allah forgive you since our beloved prophet never insulted you bra empany for say assembly esi na ye ni adanse wa asem no mu a ye twa asem no bi na ye de aya adanse starting from my program no ma make point bebrebe me busawo eye den na wuji tum eye den e na wuji tum say Aisha ebetumi akadi esi wo mantini herai e de akyerewo wa bra sa asem ni si ye na Aisha e hye ne papa ntohwewa mu me busawo eye den na Aisha komchani Muhammad ni 40 years and our command hera ekokoshia this engine so called Gabriel no ema anti Gabriel squeeze no now at the age of 43 years komchani Muhammad enyaye and ayawo Aisha to me opened story a see before 3 years and son na ye wo no the actual and you have believed it me any Aisha ni komchani Muhammad any Kaddijah na se for one na yetrofo eye den wo bia wo say nyankopon obo so ne asase e na afre no na wakohie nyankopon obo so ne asase ne bofo na nyankopon obo so ne asase no entumi enyi ankere ne say bofo na mesoma ne ma ne ba wo nche ne ye enji Gabriel na emom enipa na ka kire ne say Warakah na ka kire ne say media die misusu onie minim say sa enje no wono na be jiufo ne nche ne nti wono na Moses koshia no the same thing any see here meaning say sa Moses sa enje no na woshia the suggestion of Warakah nkremofu agada dia ye aduma the suggestion of Umar that is the wearing of Egypt the suggestion of Umar and then nkremofu otwe ho sekai bra na owie sa be ka kire me say eye nyankopon bi na se ya enti Quran surah 35 that is Quran surah 33 I think say ayat number 50 coming down kona koken kai ensem na wo ho no se nyankopon be makwan say ye ntwe ensem no a to me ka ya to extend say to me can say believing women bia wode no ho be ma wo no komshani Muhammad bia onwe no 51 52 na wa be sibu say omo awo we ye no de wo pe no wo pa afa wo pe gya no because mama akwai tasty wo nyina de wo pe no wo pa afa wo pe gya no just you wo de atenase na dwene nsem we say nyankopon obo so ne asase choose a leader to be Amara Baba a leader for all mankind. I nipa behwe na namontuo asua no. Na bra bobia wo born wo book nim. Na bra bobia na wo pesa wo bo enti. Na obodi ahye nyankopon onum nti. Obetwe ne wo book nim say ala aka kire ne say obetumi awe na busua mu ma nyina. Ne maame ba, ne maame nua ba, ne papa nua ba, ne wofa ba, ne sewa ba. Obetumi awe wo mo se omo be ye omo be immigrant omo be danin kramofo de a akwanya be da ho ama ono komchani Muhammad se otumi wi wo mo any woman biara obeba be ye believing woman no se wode ne ho bera no a won kan hwe wo ka hwe ne nani je ho a won fa no won pa wanya no manenko abra and you believe this say eye ne kore enyankopon obo so ni asase and this amra we be bameboa I wonder and I don't know the reason why some can kai books no montiasi all because the adene ye no na Quran na you are adene the free so answer Quran it doesn't talk anything about the brain what's a brain verse in the Bible come out and tell me give me a verse. Give me a verse, okay? Quran no talking about the brain. If you can give me a verse from the Quran is talking about the brain. You can't, and you cannot get a single verse because the Quran and the Allah, the Conshani Muhammad, they don't know anything about the brain. That is why kasana why adwinimu adwuma yisabi kremonia onya na dey say open kure free because he don't know anything about the brain. Or depending on the Quran. The Quran disprove the brain. So the brain no na adwin ni so say odi be adwuma. Mediane Sankofa no kore. Message ame wo de bre wo ani anopai. Tina say tie message no repeatedly odi tie to aso sana questions here mi busa won. Number 1, Aisha and ebe kire de si wo mountain here. May that say Osman, may Allah forgive me and there be amoka. And majemo mpai bono so atum. If that your so-called Allah exists there, and yemadiatum. And I know said that God, Allah, he doesn't exist. If he exists, Quran, he exists in Saudi Arabia and not the whole world. So how can Saudi Arabia God forgive me my sin? I haven't sinned against that God. I am not from Saudi Arabia, so that your Allah can never forgive me. Metwe wadwena dina so say. Me say dia metwe wadwena dina so ni. Number 1. Asem bi si ye. Sasem na esi ye no. Na ya wo Aisha. Asem ni si ye 3 years after. Ansa na ye wo Aisha. Aisha ba ye no. Wona na asem wo esi ye 3 years after. Ye wo no. Obena na etidi a kire wo. Wadi asem no wadi. Emu da ho de ma wo. Wo kom chani say wakomanten so akobompa ye. Wakochia angel bi. Angel na be squeeze no. Bra. Oba ye no. Ena ne yere fa no. En wode ne call Warakah ho because na Warakah kenkai Bible. En wode ne call ho. Ena Warakah ka ten say me suggest say anasa I think say sa bofuo we no oba onche no. Obetu ya angel Gabriel because ono an eba your friend say Gabriel nche. Warakah suggestion what adi what dey aduma etas muma o. Me boa komishenia wako na wako shia bofuo wo murem na bofuo ne squeezing so hard na odi bibi hye ne nsa na want to be abusa bofuo the question say who are you who free hene who sent you when to me oba na okọ Warakah ho ana dia Warakah kan ye no wodi tum ana wodi a twere nsem de amount wadi ne adi onsa wadada wo. According to Quran Surah 69 ayat number 40. Meba. Me pesa me ma wrong quotation. Me pesa me ma wrong idea. Me pesa me ma the right ina okenkaya wa hu dia me kire. According to Quran Surah 69 ayat number 40 to 47 kokenkai. Sa okona kokenkaya you will see say okay no we are Quran Surah 69 ayat number 40 to 47 udru wajina tiensem na ye kan yiye uwia na wakokai side Buhari volume 5 book 59 ayat number 71 book 59 number 713 side Buhari volume 5 book 59 number 713 never compare near Quran Surah 69 ayat number 40 to 47 and judge by yourself if Prophet Muhammad was not a false prophet. Come and tell me, say, I am lying. Why? Because I know Kreno and Kwana bit me a jonqua. Made me do my DNA bury. Say, Obia, Mexana Genedia. Any na me di dwumadi no e ba wiye menim said afoforo ma me kai comment kakra was offer which was say you can't do folk nothing ma me ko kai comment kakra na me ade me famfiri a was it Manaf Abu Oba Echa is better you and them, not to me. Okay, Oba Echa was it tell Hajj to read the Quran with his brain, not his heart. And moreover, Allah has given each and everyone choices. So why is he going to fight him? Oh, about fight the day you and in India or Cambre. Ama de there be so money ye konso nkosiaga obapa e champion. What if Manaf Abu here? You think people are in the stone age, Abi? You can't do foko. It's better you go and pray cause it's time for Salah. Why are there? James Nate wabon in Semu Said song was a man. If you don't have something to say, just go watch Pono. I think you are looking for Wahala. Said, me pacha woman no go watch Pono because I haven't called you here. Me da say. Why be him? Way year. Oh. I'm saying ya call you. I am picking. Hello. Yeah, Minia. Yeah, Joseph Minia. I'm walking
So then, suppose Omo can say all the way and almost about your comment there when you go in the worker. When you say it's a malam soon, I can't look at Omo because a malam in your car, that's a one year club in your pocket.
But I say, the American now afraid. Nanka waba betchere the American amentiasian. Now next time the Amishia, but who said the Messia Canafa, Adia Bakoya Yana said, Omo ba commenting the Omo betchere woman ding. Evercas woman muhe. Bet ya Omo Quansi or Monfra. Omo to me Franco no more betchere will be as say. One of you were here face to face and your phones.
When you say, she said, Sankofa say. The master has a book we are told we are talking about simple. Oh, Cramophone will be learned hadith. So I said, if I see no one to know, or more to give you a prophet, what I shall know.
Yes,
that's the prophet, not Ashana, can I know what this you know, the movie, the other time was just what's no one.
A good question, Pa. A good question.
Oh, then came free from the castle crocodile. But says you know. So who say I told you, the prophet in the Aisha. Aisha also remember you for another ability. So the much as almost have contained and every Quran. It is asked someone everything was there. No one did you. So much is a prophet or Aisha.
That is deep question, Pana Wabusana. A very deep question, Wabusano. Very deep question.
Because of me, according to Monomina, Quran now Sankofa is here, you know. Mostly young people, mostly not Sankofa school, I think any motor, and to be now be a Koraman or Mickey kind of. So I say, you know, yes, be sure no be Brena, and if I in case it's a moose here, the argument come be brain. What would say Sankofa to Koran and say, you give the one a buyer. According to your prophet, you tell another remote. And about I like a man to see both his patch or Yanko Poncha and both his patch or one tell about fight. Sankofa. The same Quran is saying you give us the message you buy, and you give us one Fasal and Kahu. Sankofa, you give a Fasal and Kahu. Now, Quran also catch a prophet, so to Warren, so Abano of Abane Baba. Sankofa, what was there? Same way in Ankasana, not all Africa, not all Punto Kowa book, when I miss sometimes to know. Nanyamia some Sankona Kowa book. I ask him. Sankofa, was hearing from prayer because of Sankofa, what he has said to Ankasana sometimes to know. So that you moment of prophet. The church is going up.
Limestone Abebu said deep question because sad the story of Aisha Komsheni Besi Nesiwa at the age of 6 years, at the age of 9 years, and Obefa and there are a lot of argument about this. Aisha no more sem Kremonisi Onyini, but Onwa Kremonina did he say Komsheni Mohammed Nani Irene Aisha Enti Komsheni Mohammed Nani Irene Aisha. Na Aisha can send be now in Nidia. Meaning no, or come Jenny in Sansan or 240. While one year no mubia, now almost what throw woman. Me pata what yase. Yama yani na ho. No kura ne de ye ba akopɛ. Baafo was say the God blah blah blah. Baafo was say the God of Saudi Arabia is different from the God of the Jews. God see the color to Osman Karamoko Alasan. Karamoko Kelamoko Kafrawai. Man of say Obapa a chan tell that to your confused small boy pastor. I am not a pastor. Why? I can never be a pastor and so. Man of Abu who bridio a sembe koreni a semo. Man of was it for Richie? I know, but unless we meet, then we see how we are going to handle each other. Whom do you want to meet? If you want to meet me, come to my house. It's better you start reading your book with your brain, not your heart. Way free Obapa channel. Abusiafo. Mede mo besia. And you force the direct so yani pitri. Say you present your case. Ya church man, I think say maybe ya kasa more than 1 hour. Nti so present case. Na wanya obia amena me yi ano a chese wudi nkonim. Nti no ebia na ye nuanom kramofo na woso they are just typing. They are just commenting. They don't know. Maybe they will later go and ask their malams and the imams, then they will get better explanation. Maybe they will call us, said they want to debate us. Don't end it. Osman Karamoko, Mami end it, Menya day. Frey, no banana that's for me tell. Osman Karamoko se Mami end it, men continue into me tell. On Frey. Osman me pata me tell Frey. Yabesaba, only be Adamfo, Yabesaba, why? Yabesaba. Helps teachings in Obesaba. Kalamoko me bacha me tell why? Fred. Very sad. I dear Bako, I am a yummy ya. Now I am out of who baby will be before no one say. I didn't own him. Oh, children, swan, and I'm not then. I don't have any problem, no. I didn't own him. Okay. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, me bacha oti yanka.
Na oti mika.
Me tonka pibla tu ni on.
Pibla tu ni.
O de bia de number. Pibla tu. De bia o de number for frɛ. Kasa ye tie na me kura me ka se. E ye Osman Ramako ase wan ni no.
De be on fra, we mu nyina wa musuro. Omusuro sa mbe ba defend o mo religion. We kura ma jun kura mi ti ase. Omu ye dede sa na sa ubi full to sa omu be defend religion na adana sam. Na adani kukwana si story. Sa. Ye tiwa ya bebo. Ye tiwa bebo ye tiwa bebo. When you ya kabipe. Sama ye disumniti. Uka bibia ye tiwa bebo. Na sa yako bu so a. Me ameka chese we sa mi tiwa mebo no. Na sa mi ko samini baby a utina sa mi ko bu so a mi nko a na ma sisa people na ye ko onu ko da onko da na so ko we da wakasa se intimi kasa bebere anka de pesa mi fa anka pesa de mi pesa mi kan ni na se we Islam no with that story na uka se angel Gabriel be moi obemia prophet Muhammad ena omia na okate se on king kaino ana se on research no use story waka ni na ento asum bia na Now with that story no twist bi wom. Twist wom. Answer the angel Gabriel babano. Answer the angel Gabriel babano. All the can small angel be different angel be kurama sa angel ni baye. Sa angel na o shesana with Muhammad nanti Muhammad ye bibia for 3 years answer na angel Gabriel baye. For 3 years all the kama they say we ohini na so hu se abayo bi okura bi si kurasi bi na se opesa abayo na wasoma onkrofo se omu ko titete na omu hwese na abayo ni ti no mo titete na omu check abayo na omu check bibia we sa abayo na kon angel bi baye na odi Muhammad ti sa 3 years answer na angel Gabriel baye but we omu enkanchira omu enka so uko kikan Sira Ibn Katria, page 281, page 281. It's not no how it major people
Okay.
Major people it's not because when it's not a narration no. To say something say Nana Akufo-Addo watu oko England na se mi narrate story le mawa na wusu wa narrate ama obi na obi so narrate ama obi na wusu aka ena e we isnad no inti we kura Islam kura omugwe ni nyina stories ni nyina o asebe si ne kan e ena wusu ti ena wusu kan ena wusu ti ena wusu kan saale ti so Muhammad kan ena we kan ena wusu ti It made the pool. When starting in say, the messenger of God received his mission when he was 40 years old. The angel Israfil, was entrusted with his prophethood for 3 years.
Okay.
During which he will teach him words and facts.
Okay.
The Quran was not revealed then yet. After these 3 years, Angel Gabriel was entrusted with the prophet, and the Quran was revealed through his voice over a period of 23 years. 10 years in Makkah, and the rest in Medina.
Okay.
The prophet died when he was 63 years old. So, answer the angel Gabriel babano. Na angel bi wo hokura adaga. Angel ni na or put good words into Muhammad. Na or teach Muhammad. He teach him words, good words and facts. Angel bi wo na your friend is Israfil the Prophet Muhammad 3 years answer na angel Gabriel baye. Na we na uda kaje we na se ukin kan we se ukin ka sa sira we ya. Inti angel we na ono obaye for 3 years no. Na tama angel Gabriel so baye no adena prophet no. Adenia no surprise angel biaba.
That's it.
Ono pra on ka kura se angel biaba.
That's it.
So only see obi be miano 3 times. Obi be miano 3 times and any panic catch the second kind and on wo Johnny call ni wife or and any wife didn't call on any cousin or Warakah and a Warakah cat say oh Charlie angel be oba Moses in channel no we yedi tutu mankani so the best na uni majeku na twist bisa so kama angel ni mia Muhammad na Muhammad all journey no optica we all journey no na ohun say angel ni gina ho na angel ni gina ho so odani ni say na angel ni gina ho so baby a wo be hwe na angel ni gina ho but na angel no na owo 6,000 wings. no was inti we ye asambe we ye kokwan story so uko tinka kura almost angels no ebi mu 2 wings and ebi mu 3 and ebi mu 4 but media the I am interested in found say angels no over 3 wings no ni wings no say na Allah shisha no ude fa akukọ ya for say wo ko hu akukọ bi over 3 wings a mi fa chasa akukọ no so akukọ
Asemu.
So go would have force you why? Yeah, internet angel you are as an
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that's
okay. Next, dear people are 2 weeks kind of. Actually, I didn't go so making one of the history be concerning this. Say. Na osundaya komcheni Muhammad ne sundaya wotayu na bofo na we kura na enkani kwa se nkaye ne wonwa se wasundaya hunu bofo pen a de na bofo pie so no ne yam hye no entaso mu so ti mo ma yam fancy abusuafo da foforo ye besan ato aso ye nuanom no omoye papa no obi antumi amfre cause omunim se omoye a eja be hye omoto makra mo da foforo besan ye hye bye bye.